guys, welcome back. Today I am back with another decluttering video. If you're having a little bit of deja vu, it might be because I actually just filmed another decluttering video before this, and maybe you have hopefully already seen that one. If not, I'll link my decluttering playlist down below. Today we are going to be going through my face palette drawer, and this is also setting sprays too, because that's just like where they fit. So we're gonna go through those quickly too and get rid of some things. With my face palettes, I just find I don't reach for them that often. Like there's a lot of palettes in there, some that I've never used. So let's go ahead and get right into it. So as per usual, I'm going to start off by giving you guys a before glimpse of the current state of this drawer and all its messy, awful realness. Yeah, it's like jam-packed. One of these is supposed to be for like highlight palettes, and then the other one is supposed to be contour or like highlight and blush or whatever, but they're just completely mixed up because I've like ran out of room. This drawer is honestly like kind of hard to close, and you can see I've got some more small palettes in here, and then all along the side I have setting sprays, and then at the back there's even more large palettes and more like larger sprays that don't like stand up along the side here. It's just kind of a disaster, so let's take out these inserts, take everything out, lay it out on the table so it's easier to see. So I realized I forgot to cover this in the intro like I usually do, and I figure most of you guys probably already know how I do these decluttering videos, but if you are new to my channel, basically I split the makeup up into 4 categories. So category number 1 is things that I am going to keep, of course. Category number 2 is things that I am going to donate to a women's shelter. Number 3 is stuff that I want to pass along to friends or family. And number 4, on the odd chance that something is like really old and gross, I throw it in the garbage. Let's get started. I'm trying to decide, do I want to do setting sprays first to get them out of the way? I think I will. So I am going to be keeping all of my Pixie Mists. These are still pretty new. I have tried all of them and I still want to continue using them. I'm also going to be keeping my Maybelline Masterfix setting spray. This is one of my favorites in general, but definitely my number 1 from the drugstore. I'm going to donate these 2 Shiseido Ibuki Quick Fix Mists. These were from Influencer and I just never reach for them. I am going to throw out the L'Oreal Infallible Setting Spray because I've had this for years and it's like pretty much empty anyways. This is the Smashbox Primer Water. I use this as a setting spray and you guys know it is like my favorite holy grail. I would keep this, but the one downside to this product is when it gets low like this, it sprays really unevenly. I've been hanging on to this forever because I just haven't wanted to part with it, but like at the same time, I don't use it. When you get down to like this kind of area with it, it just kind of like squirts little droplets onto your face and it's not a nice even mist anymore. For the NYX matte spray, I'm going to put this in my friend pile. I do love this. I just don't ever reach for it anymore. Next, I've got 2 from e.l.f. This is the Illuminating Mist and Set. I have used about half of this, a little bit more maybe. I don't know if you guys will be able to tell. I'll keep that and hang on to it because I do think I'll be able to use it up. It's fine for like a really cheap product, but I wouldn't actually repurchase it. And then the Aqua Primer Mist, I've only tried this a couple times, so I'll hang on to that one. I want to try it a little bit more. This one's like empty. It is the Banish Eau de Rose Pure Rose Water. This has been discontinued and it's nearly empty, so I'm gonna throw it out. This is the Tony Moly Pocket Bunny Moist Mist. This literally does nothing. I just got very sucked in by the packaging. I'll donate that one though because it is cute. Someone will like it. I'm going to put this mini Tatcha Luminous Dewy Skin Mist in my friend's pile. If you saw my disappointing products, this was in it. I tried this when I was on Accutane and my skin was actually quite dry, but I still found it too oily for me personally, so there's no way I can get use out of it now. This one is the Project Beauty Spray Set Go. Just got this in BOXYCHARM, haven't tried it yet, and I still want to test it out. I'll also keep this little Milk Makeup Setting Spray because I feel like that'll be really nice for travel. It's ultra tiny. I'm going to donate this Hard Candy Sheer Envy Hydrating Priming Spray. I have never tried this and I've had it for a while, so chances are I'm not going to end up trying it. And then finally I have this Essence Keep It Perfect Makeup Fixing Spray. I'll hang on to this one. As you can see, I've like barely used it and I think it's a good drugstore option, so I'll hang on to it for now. Okay, moving into the palettes and everything. So I do have a few bronzers on top here, like oversized bronzers that don't really fit in with my regular bronzers. So I'll go through those first. This one's so dirty because it was in my makeup bag when my RCMA powder exploded. The packaging is all like warped and melted. This is the Marc Jacobs Omega Bronzer. This is one of my favorites, as you guys know, and I haven't actually showed you guys this, but look what happened to it. This happened when I was traveling with it. It survived the flights and everything, but I went to use it for the first time after traveling, and I tapped my brush into it, and this whole section in the circle here just completely broke and shattered everywhere, which is annoying, but I'm gonna get it up close here so you guys can see. You guys see what a huge gap there is between the product and the pan? I don't know if that like happened from traveling, like humidity or something, like it's separated, or if it's just like that, which would be kind of crazy because that makes it so prone to breaking. I don't know, I just thought that was crazy, but I'm still keeping this. It's one of my favorites and it is expensive. I am also going to keep this Essence Sun Club bronzer. This is the lightest shade and it's honestly like the palest bronzer I have. Really nice if I want a light bronze, like if I'm going really heavy on the eyes or anything like that. I should actually dig that out and keep using it. And then I've got this Clarins Summer Bronzer, which is new. I'm gonna be keeping that guy. I'm honestly overwhelmed. I don't know where to start because there's no rhyme or reason whatsoever to how this is organized right now. So I guess I'm just gonna start at this side and work my way over. This is the Balm Highlight and Contour Kit. This is actually a really, really nice contour kit. Really good shades for my skin tone, and it's got a really pretty blush in there too and some gorgeous highlights. Only had this since the beginning of the year, so that'll stay. Then I've got this guy here, the original Anastasia contour palette. This has been very well loved. These two are empty, but this one is my favorite contour powder. It's the Anastasia Fawn powder. I took this out and I put it in like a little compact because I was sick of going into this palette just for that one shade. I think I'll pop out the remaining 3 shades and put them in like a magnetic palette or something, so I can like free up some room and get rid of this packaging. This is the Makeup Revolution contour palette. If you watched my recent declutter that I just filmed before this, I had their highlight and I said I was keeping it just for like products I regret buying from the drugstore. I did a video trying out Makeup Revolution last summer and like, I don't know, this is probably the best product I tried from them. I don't know, it wasn't great. I think I'm just gonna donate this, to be honest. I'm not gonna use it. I have too many other products like it. This is the Cover FX Cream Contour Kit in N Light. I'm not big on cream contouring, but I have gotten a decent amount of use out of this, as you can probably tell. I haven't opened this in a while. Oh my god, those are like dry. Like they feel like chalk. Oh, that one's okay, but like no, that's getting thrown out. And I've had that for like a few years, I think now. Hi, I'm gross and I hoard expired makeup. Moving on. This is going in my friend's pile. It's the NYX Strobe of Genius Highlighting Palette. I just wasn't impressed with these. They're very like chunky and shimmery and I just didn't find them flattering on the skin. Like they're intense. I don't know, it's been a while since I've tried this. Maybe I'll try it like one more time, but I don't know, I'm putting it in the friend pile. This little trio is from a Korean brand called Hamish. I thought this was super pretty. I still think it's going to be pretty, but I remember when I tried it, I just like wasn't very impressed with it. They were quite dry and powdery and they really just sat on my skin, so I'm gonna donate that one. This is from the Stila Holiday Collection this year. It is a highlight trio and these are their kind of like squishy, kind of like putty highlights. They've since come out with these in singles and they're supposed to be like even better now, but I do really enjoy this. They have such a cool texture and they're really pretty as well. Like they feel kind of like wet. I don't know, they're hard to describe and they're really, really gorgeous. So that's staying because they're unlike anything else I have. I also want to keep this little Pure Elevation highlight trio. Some really unique kind of shades in there, like this peachy gold and this kind of like iridescent shade in the center. I should actually pull that one out and use it more. This is a ColourPop Face Duo. Love these shades so much here. Like, they are absolutely gorgeous. This doesn't have the name on it, but it's from their like Nectar collection. I think they still have it online. It might be on sale actually, so I'll try and link it below. By the way, if you did miss my last declutter, I've started trying to link my like favorites from the video because I can't really link everything and I don't want to link things that I like hate, you know what I mean? So my favorite products in this video will be linked though. This is the Hourglass Ambient Lighting Trio. As you can see, another product I've gotten a lot of use out of. That one in the center there is like pretty much gone and the other two are very flattened out. I do really like the 2 shades left in here though, and I use it quite a bit in the summer. I didn't really use it this year though, but I will hang on to this because I love my ambient lighting powders. Also going to hang on to this trio from The Balm with Mary Lou, Cindy Lou, and Betty Lou. Betty Luminizer is actually like a really pretty glowy blush if you have lighter skin like I do, but you have like a little bit of a tan. As you guys saw in my last declutter, I got rid of Cindy Luminizer because I have it in here. Then I've got these guys, all these little e.l.f. palettes that I bought and have honestly not used, you guys. Let's start with the blushes. Okay, well apparently I've swatched the light one. I don't really remember doing that. And then I also have the deep version, which is untouched. I'm gonna donate this one. I'm gonna donate this one too because I just don't reach for these. And I've got this e.l.f. Illuminating palette, which I've probably also swatched. Yeah, I've swatched that one. I'll hang on to that one for now just because I'm looking to try more drugstore highlights and see which ones I really like so I can do a video for you guys. I'm gonna hang on to this Stila Correct and Perfect palette just because it's like totally different from anything I have. It's got some unique shades and I do like these powders, they're quite nice. Finally, for this section, I've got this IBY Beauty Highlight and Contour Palette. I got this in BOXYCHARM recently and I actually do use it quite a bit. I just tucked it back in here when I was like cleaning up my vanity most recently. So that one will be staying. I usually have it in like the thing on top of my vanity with palettes I'm currently using, but there's just no room there right now. Moving right along, I forgot I had this. I got this for free with my most recent Paula's Choice order. Those actually look really similar to the blushes in the e.l.f. blush quad. I'll keep this, I haven't tried it yet. If I still haven't used it in a while, though, I'll donate it. Then I've got this little Essence Shape Your Face contouring palette. This is brand new and I don't think I'm gonna use it. I don't love this shade. Don't love the looks of this. It looks a little bit dark for me. The blush does look really pretty. It's like a tangerine color with a bunch of golden shimmer, but I'm gonna donate that one. I just don't need it. I am going to keep this Gosh Highlight Blush and Contour Wheel because these were actually really nice quality. I think I tried this at a full face of first impressions. I can't remember though, but they were really nice and I do like using this like to take to the cabin and everything because it's natural and nice and compact. And all the shades in it actually do work really well for me. Like I can use all four, which I find is really uncommon for me with like contouring and highlighting kits. I'm gonna see if a friend wants this Wet n Wild Contour Duo. It's just too dark for me. This one is the Pixi Book of Beauty Touch of Blush. I'm going to donate this. Honestly, I've tried it like a few times and they're just not the best. They're kind of dry and chalky and I just don't think they're that flattering on the skin, so that'll get donated. I've got this Makeup Revolution blush palette. This is called the Blush Palette Queen. I think I'll hang on to this for my drugstore products I regret buying as well, and then I'll donate it. Then I've got this Benefit Go Tropicoral. This, I think it just has, oh no, I do have a few products left in there. I'll take out the Cha-Cha tint and keep that. And then the Coralista Gloss. This is pretty old and it looks kind of discolored. Like, I don't know if you guys can see, but like at the top, it's a lot darker than the rest. So I'm gonna throw that out. I do really like Coralista blush and I don't own it in the full size, but this is just like so bulky to keep for that little blush. So I think I'm gonna try and like depot this and pop it in a magnetic palette so I can recycle this because it's just like so big and unnecessary. Then I've got this Coastal Sands Blush and Bronzer Mini Palette. I believe this was from BOXYCHARM. Haven't touched it. I think my mom might actually like this though, so I think I'm going to put that in my friends and family pile specifically for her because, I don't know, these look like shades that I think she'll like. I don't know, she might look at it and be like, what were you thinking? I don't want that. Then I've got this Measurable Difference Concealer Palette. I swatched like 2 of the shades in here. This is from BOXYCHARM. There's so many shades in here that I just won't get use out of. Maybe I'll put it in my friend's pile just to like see if someone I know wants it because I do have friends who are makeup artists, but I'm not gonna use it. And then finally for these little sections, I have this Tarte Holiday Blush Palette from a few years ago. I don't know what to do with this. I don't know if you guys can see, but it's like really powdery. Like there's so much powder on the inside of this. I haven't used it in so long, and to be honest, none of the shades in it are like up my alley, but it's like limited edition, but at the same time, it's like so bulky and unnecessary. Like it's cute, but it just takes up a lot of room. I think I'll put that in my friend pile too. I don't know, like it's old too, so I'm like, should I throw it out? But I feel bad just like tossing it. I'll put it in my friend pile for now. Okay, then we've just got this kind of like handful of palettes that were just loose in that drawer. So first we've got one of my only Morphe products that I own. I'm not a big Morphe person, as you guys have probably gathered. It is a blush palette with a lot of bright, very fuchsia bubblegummy shades that I never use. I'll see if my mom wants this, but I'll probably end up donating it. I forgot this also smells exactly like tempera paints, like the cheap paints that you would use in like elementary school. I'll keep my Kat Von D Shade and Light palette. I know, super unpopular opinion, but I don't actually love this, but I do use it occasionally and I really want to love it, so I'm gonna hang on to that. NYX Contour Kit, another one you can tell I've used it a lot. Oh, I'm always so torn, like, because I really only like these shades in it. I don't really like any of the contour shades. I don't know, I'm undecided on this one. Then I've got these 2 Smashbox and Casey Holmes highlighting palettes. Pearl, which is the lighter one, and then this one is called Gold, if you haven't seen these. Honestly, I've only used these a couple times, and I hate to say this, but I didn't love them I want to keep them and still keep trying them though because so many people love them. I just really didn't find them that flattering on my skin, which I was so surprised because Casey Holmes, like she said she wanted to make them really great for texture since she has like rosacea. I expected them to be like so amazing and flattering, but I didn't think they looked that good. I am going to keep them though because I do want to give them a really fair shot. Might have been my foundation or primer or whatever that I was using that day. I'm going to be keeping the Too Faced Sweet Peach Glow. I always forget that this one is broken and it pops out. I don't actually like this shade in here, but I do love this blush and highlight. Like the highlight is so pretty. And then finally, the very last item in here is this Tarte Rainforest of the Sea Skin Twinkle palette. This was limited edition. I don't know if they still have it. If they do, I'll link it down below, but it is like a gorgeous highlighting palette. Two like super glimmery, glowy ones on the outside there, and then more of like a matte yellow. I don't really like this. It's like very chalky, as you can probably hear when I like dig my finger into it. But the two shimmery shades in there are gorgeous. So that was everything. I'm going to arrange everything into their final piles so you guys can see like what I'm keeping, what I'm donating, everything like that. And then I'm going to like clean everything off, put them back into the drawers, and like show you guys the finished product and how much space we freed up essentially. Okay, so I laid everything out. This top corner from here over are products that I am donating. These products up here are products that are getting thrown out, or in the cases of empty packaging, being recycled. I did depot that really quick. It was pretty easy, but I definitely had to like destroy it. This is my friends and family pile, and then this all along the bottom is everything I'm keeping, which is still a lot, but as I've mentioned before, cheek products are just like my weakness. They're the thing I love the most, but I feel like I'm still getting rid of a decent amount of stuff. I just put the Coralista blush and those 3 products from the Anastasia contour kit in this little BOXYCHARM palette. Okay, so I'm actually pretty happy about this. Getting everything back in here, it is significantly less full. There's nothing at the very back except for some feathers and crap from like special effects makeup, because that's what I used to have in this drawer. But yeah, definitely a lot more room. These still don't really like have much rhyme or reason. I really don't know how to organize them well. Like I want one for highlight and contour, one for blush, but there's so many like combo palettes and stuff, so I was like, whatever, I'm just going to fit everything in. But there's definitely a lot more room in here now for the like random things I have floating around in makeup bags, and like I say, I always have stuff on top of my vanity, so now I have more room in here, which is great. Pretty pleased overall. That wraps up this round of decluttering, you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you have enjoyed. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up if you did. And as always, if there are other parts of my makeup collection you want to see me declutter next, definitely let me know in the comments down below. I think I might do eyeshadow palettes next. Palettes for some reason are just like so hard for me to part with because they're like so much product, you know, it's not like one little concealer. I don't know. Let me know what you guys want to see. Go follow me everywhere on social media. I am at SaryRianne on Twitter, Instagram, and Snapchat. And hit that subscribe button down below if you are new here. I would love to have you here on my channel, but I will talk to you guys in the next one. Bye guys.